guys, it's Erin here and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking all about eczema, specifically how I got rid of mine. So a little backstory about myself. I have actually always had eczema as a baby, growing up as a kid, always had it. I specifically mainly got it on my body. So I used to get it here. I don't know what this is called, but then I also got it behind my knees and then also on my hands. Actually, now that I'm older, I don't really get eczema too much except for my hands. They're pretty bad. I just in general have really dry hands. It's not too bad right now, but like for example right here there's a little bit of like dryness. I don't know if that's eczema or more so just dry skin, but I definitely do have like a mixture of eczema and dry skin on my fingers. Before today's video, I'm going to be talking specifically about the eczema that I got on my face. So last year, probably at the beginning of the summertime, I got these like red splotches or like rashes all over my face, and I had absolutely no idea what it was because I had never gotten it before. I think a part of it may have been an allergic reaction to the sun too. I do have pretty sensitive skin to begin with, so a part of it could have been that, but I do believe a part of it was also eczema. So before I get more into the story, let me just preface that I actually did not end up going to a dermatologist at all to figure out exactly what it was. I kind of just want to try to like do different things by myself to see if I can try to mitigate it, and it did work. So I don't know 100% if it was for sure eczema, but I would say I'm like 85% sure it was eczema. Again, I'll put the pictures here. If you are by chance a dermatologist or some kind of skin expert, maybe you might know what it is. So that is why in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the products I use to try to get rid of it, and also a little bit about like my skincare routine and what I kind of do now just to kind of prevent it from happening. Again, like I said before, I did not go to a dermatologist and I am not at all certified to be sharing this advice, but I figured I would share it just in case anybody has like similar skin concerns and wanted to like figure out some methods to kind of get rid of it. But again, everyone's skin type is different, so what works for me may not work for someone else. So like I said, it has been a year, a little bit more than a year since that happened, and I would say it took a little bit of time for it to clear, maybe like a month or two, but I did not get it this past summer, which I was very worried about that it would like re-come again, because I think it was something to do with the sun. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yammering, that's not even a word, but I'm gonna stop blabbing and get into kind of my skincare routine, and also talking about specific products that I use when the eczema was present. So to start off, I'm going to be talking about the two products I use that I think helped get rid of my eczema on my face. So the first thing was actually this. This is the Aveeno Eczema Care Cream. Fun fact, I actually had another rash. I don't think it was eczema, but I did go to a dermatologist for that rash, and they actually told me to use this. And so I figured I would also try this on the face eczema I had just to see what it would do. And I actually got a bigger version of it because I actually don't even know if there's any in here at this moment. Yeah, it's fully empty. The only reason I kept this is because I wanted to clean it out in case I ever needed to take this with me like on vacation. I could just like scoop this into here, and like this is small enough to take on vacation. So I bought myself this. I got it off of Amazon. I'll actually link all of the products I can find down below. This is kind of what it looks like. It's like a kind of beigey cream. It kind of has like a gel texture to it. It's a little bit greasy too. I think another thing that I should premise is kind of like my skin type. I do have very sensitive but dry skin, and so a lot of my eczema was very dry, and so this worked really well for me. So it's kind of like a Vaseline texture, a little bit thinner than Vaseline, but it's definitely a greasy texture, and so not only did it help like my eczema, but it also kind of helped keep my skin less dry because I had really bad dry skin. I still do have bad dry skin, but I definitely think it has gotten better over the last year. So this is the first thing that I used that did help, and then I'd use another product to also try to get rid of the eczema. So this is the second thing that I use. This one is called the Cicaplast Balm B5, and it's by La Roche-Posay. I always have the hardest time pronouncing this company, but I was doing some research on eczema and I did find a few different like posts or videos about people using this product, and I think it also worked really well for me. So essentially what I did is in the morning I would put on this, and then at the nighttime I would put on this. I don't really think it matters like the time you put it on. I just wanted to kind of use both of them. I will say towards the end I was more so using this. Not really sure if one worked better than the other. So those two products were what I used specifically to try to get rid of the eczema, and then now in the rest of this video I'm going to be going over kind of like my skincare routine and all the products that I use to kind of, I guess, mitigate eczema from coming back. Like I mentioned before, I have very dry and sensitive skin, and so I first of all do not like using too many products. I like to keep it as minimal as possible. And then second, I like to use a lot of hydrating products because I have dry skin. So if you do not have dry skin, this skincare routine probably will not work for you as well as maybe it works for me. Again, I'm also no expert, so I don't even know how good my skincare routine is, but I just know it kept the rash away. So actually, because I do have dry skin, I do not wash my face in the morning. I only wash my face in the nighttime just because I don't want to like over wash my skin. So in the morning I literally just put on this cream right here. So this is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream with SPF 30. So like I mentioned before, it is super important to wear sunscreen. I wear sunscreen every single day, and on a regular basis I just use 30 SPF, but if I'm outside for like extended periods of time, then I do use a stronger SPF. I use this one, the Ombre Sensitive Expert SPF 60. So usually when I use this, I actually use this and then put this over top of it, so it's like extra SPF. I don't know if that actually makes it extra SPF, but I usually do both. And like I do this one like right when I wake up, and then I would put this on like closer to when I'm actually going to leave the house and be outside. But this is what I use. Again, sensitive skin stuff is what I like to use. But yeah, my brother actually suggested me to try this because we have like similar skin type, and this is what he uses, and honestly I think it works really well. So yeah, in the morning I just put this on, and that's kind of my skincare for that. But then going into the nighttime, my cleanser that I use is this one, the Ordinary Squalene Cleanser. And fun fact, I actually found out about this from Hailey Bieber. I had watched one of her skincare routine videos, and she says that she has sensitive and I'm pretty sure dry skin as well. And so actually last year I was looking for a face cleanser that was very light and not like too stripping because I do have sensitive and dry skin. I wanted like the most minimal kind of face cleanser I could find. But yeah, so if you have dry and sensitive skin, I recommend trying this out. It's also very inexpensive. I got mine off of Sephora. I don't know exactly how much it is, but it's less than $10. So I'm actually gonna do my skincare routine to kind of show you what I do. First, we're gonna put my hair into a ponytail. Right now I'm not wearing any makeup, so I'm not gonna use any micellar water to get rid of makeup, but you're just gonna go straight into the cleanser. I use like the tiniest amount of this product on my face, and this is another best friend of mine. It's just a spray bottle with water, but I like to spray my face first with the water. And then I'm also going to spray my hand to kind of just like loosen up the product and like make it easier to spread. I'm gonna rub it between my fingers and then onto my face. So now I'm going to use some like warm water to wash it off. Okay, so I just washed it in my face, and now I'm going to use a towel to lightly pat my face dry. So actually another thing I'm trying to get rid of, and still in the process of trying to get rid of, is I have milia all over my face. Let me do a close-up so you can see better. So yeah, all under my eyes I have milia, and usually they say you get milia from like a backup of keratin and dry skin. And so I've read that one of the reasons you get milia is sometimes from like using too heavy of creams, which is such a double sword for me because like I need to use heavy creams in order to make sure my skin is not dry, but then I think also these heavy creams are causing the milias. I don't know, that's kind of like the next thing I'm trying to get rid of, so we shall see. Maybe in a year from now I might have a video of how I got rid of my milia. I know you can go to like a dermatologist and like get them like professionally eventually remove. But right now it's like not as big of a deal where I really need to do that. If you have milia and have any tips or tricks, let me know in the comments. That would be great. But anyways, one of the things I've read for getting rid of milia is using glycolic acid. So this is just like a glycolic acid toner from The Ordinary, and this is supposed to help exfoliate the milia off of your skin. But usually what I do is I get like a Q-tip and I kind of just like dip the Q-tip in and kind of rub it over my milia. I don't do it every day. I probably do it like every third day, and then after I do that, my next step is cream. So the cream that I like to use is this one, the Skinfix Barrier Triple Lipid Peptide Cream. Kind of a mouthful, but this cream is kind of my holy grail for dry skin. Again, it is a really thick cream. This also could be the reason why I have really bad milia. I don't know, but I've also had milia since I was like 10, so I don't think it's exactly this cream, but maybe it's not helping getting rid of my milia. I will say this is kind of expensive, probably the most expensive thing I have in this video, but again, I think it is worth it to like pay more money if it's a product that like you kind of live by or you personally really like. And also what I like about it is that they sell like a refill package, so you can just buy the refill. I think that one is $55, so you just like keep this container and you just like put the new pot in, and so it's cheaper and also more eco-friendly, which is good. Anyways, so I also love this because it's like a cute little pump, but like I said, I'm very kind of stingy with my product, so I'm just going to pump like the tiniest amount. I don't do a full pump. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this onto my skin. Obviously, if I have like really dry areas, I will use it more. Like, I still put it all over my face and stuff, but I don't like lather a whole bunch on it. I will say if my skin is like not dry at all, sometimes I use this product instead. This is what I've used like growing up. This is actually what my mom uses and it's pretty good. It is the Dormer 211 face cream. It's like a lighter cream. So sometimes I'll use this more so around my eyes or where I tend to get milia. But yeah, that is kind of my skin care routine. I also always put on chapstick to end it off. I just like to use the basic chapstick original. So yeah, that's kind of my skincare routine and what I use to try to get rid of my eczema. Like I said, I like to keep the products very minimal. I found when I was doing like skincare routines that had like a lot of different steps and a lot of different products, my skin was not reacting as well to it. But again, I do have, like I've mentioned so many times throughout this video, very sensitive skin. If you also have very sensitive skin, I would recommend keeping your skincare as like minimal as possible to avoid coming in contact with products that will irritate your skin. But yeah, so on that note, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this has somehow helped somebody somewhere out there, because I know the struggle of having what I believe was eczema. I still don't know to this day if it was eczema, but I know the struggle of having like skin rashes and having very sensitive and dry skin. Anyways, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!
Breakdowns, red lights, whole hands, grip tight, play face, your lips still taste like mid-D sweet tea. I'm trying to drive through without you, without me.